Well, hi, welcome to my shop. Thanks for joining me here on March 21st. We're going to take a look at this console. This is an RCA Victor 67V1 console, which I've just restored to operation, just the radio amplifier side of it. We'll take a peek inside, and then we're going to take a closer look at this manual. Not a lot of these old guys still have their original manual. We'll just leaf through it in a moment. So, in this side is the record player. That's a 78 speed record player, an automatic record dropping record player. This is the dropping mechanism here, and the tone arm will swing over and do its thing. But unfortunately, this guy is just too far gone. There's just too much wrong with it. And even if it was working, what do you got? You got a way to play 78 records. Not a lot of people doing that these days. So it looks fine. Doesn't work. Too bad for that. And now the radio is also hidden away in this console, but not under here. It's in here. There it is. So let's take a look at that manual. Then we'll play this. One of the things I noticed when I was working on this radio was the schematic was fantastic. It was a super professional schematic. And it turns out all the documentation about this radio is really, really good. And surprisingly enough, this original pamphlet is still around and still in great shape. So we're just going to leaf through it and just see what they had to say a little bit. So, the Victrola radio phonograph combination. And what's special about it? The RCA Victor 67V1 is a combination automatic record changer, phonograph, and two-band radio receiver. Special features embodying recent developments in design and construction include golden throat tone, tilt-out radio receiver on a hinged door, easy tuning of standard and shortwave domestic and international broadcasts, effective station pickup with rotatable magic loop antenna, easy sequence record reproduction with the improved automatic record changer, low noise record reproductions with the silent sapphire pickup. The record player inside this console is a 78 speed record player. This is from I think 1941, 46 probably. This document anyway was from 1946. So just after the Second World War. Here I am fixing it just before the Third World War. So it's unpacking and installation instructions. Some of this might be the dealer who does it, but I'm showing you some shots of the way things are laid out. It's got things like a tape holding it together, so while in transportation things don't fly around inside of it. Instructions on how to operate the radio receiver, how to turn the volume control, things that I think we take for granted today, but needed some explaining. There's something about an outside antenna on page 5. List of tubes. This is a separate little booklet. To be honest with you, shame on me. I have not looked through this until right now. Shame on me for having done all that work to it and never looked through here. So just giving more information, stuff on antennas, which are so important. A little bit about the magic loop antenna. So back at this time, these consoles are being sold. If you had to put an external outside your house antenna on it, was kind of detrimental to selling it. So the engineers had come up with various ways to get around that. One of them is put a loop antenna inside the radio cabinet. The loop antennas are directional, so the loop antenna has to be steerable. So they solved all these things, not too big a deal. All the consoles were doing this. The better ones had a knob right in the console for turning and making the antenna move. European radios are like that. Diagrams the record player here. This used a pusher technique. You'd stack the records on the spindle, and then just above the shadow of my finger, you push the bottom record off the spindle. Right. Instructions about the antenna terminals. Selective fading due to uncontrollable transmission conditions. Oh my gosh, lots of writing here. Why, it's just a record player. How much writing would they do if it was a computer? A lot, actually. Computer manuals are thick things. Details of playing operations. So this must have been a fairly expensive item to have got all this. Let's take a look at it now. Okay, after reading all those instructions, I'm ready to go. So let's switch it on now. The dial is lit up, but it's a little hard to see in a shot that's this well lit. Let me turn down some lights here. You can see the dial lit just beautifully, nice and uniform lighting on it. Okay, great. I just have to see enough to turn the light on. Good. So this is the second time around making this video, because the first time I did it there's a hum, and the hum is not coming from this. This is absolutely hum free. So I'm just going to stop for a moment and show you where the hum's coming from. Sorry, the video is just well, you know what, I'm going to do it again. I'll just do it with this camera here. Let's see if I can imitate it here. It's not going to work out too well. Sounds like WWE. But it's just the microphone cord making contact. If I cut that microphone off, volume-wise, it doesn't, you don't hear it at all. So I didn't realize that was causing the hum. It took me a little bit to find that. And now another matter has come to mind. I have to stop for a moment. Okay, let's carry on. So we'll try the AM radio first. Now there is a directional antenna in the back. I'm going to swing. More or less aimed suitably for this station. You can hear my computer running in the background.
You're going to have this stretch of play where, I don't know, maybe you have, like you just said, your shutdown guy or your third pairing guy. You know, it's just so weird when we're talking about, hey, maybe LaBouche is all the way up the lineup in terms.
Okay, let's give the short wave a try now. Short wave, excuse me, is operated with just the internal antenna, which is just a loop of wire, just a single wire, just kind of wrapped around the outside of the cabinet. So what we're going to get here, I'm not sure.
Who knows?
Well, that's WWV, time and frequency signal from the United States, right on the 10 dot. Bingo. Conditions must be good today. It's not quite 10 in the morning. Expect some stuff up around the 25-meter band.
En particular, ver y se hicieron de tal manera que se hizo de manera.
European band just above 13. Nope. 19-meter band. A little tricky to tune at the top end of the band. Well, that's actually surprisingly good for just a little tiny piece of wire inside this cabinet and in my shop and downstairs. That's actually pretty good. I'm impressed. Now we're going to flip to Bluetooth. Whoops, turned it right off. We should have something on there now. I think my phone is connected. Let's see. Yeah.
Everyone knows not to drink and drive, and most of us know not to take drugs and drive. Police have the authority, the ability, and the tools to determine if drivers are impaired by legal or illegal drugs. Drug-impaired drivers pose just as great a risk as drunk drivers, and they face the same penalties: loss of their driver's license, a criminal record, fees, fines, and more. A message from the Ontario Association of Chiefs of Police and Arrive Alive drives over.
Help us point you in the right direction. The City of Barrie is working to improve its wayfinding signs, which direct residents and visitors to parking and key destinations. Phase 1 of the wayfinding strategy focuses on the downtown and waterfront. Barrie residents are invited to provide feedback about your experiences navigating Barrie's downtown and waterfront using the existing signs and what you would like to see from the new wayfinding system in the future. Visit buildingbarrie.ca/wayfinding strategy to take the online survey by April 14th.
They are the best personalities that no money could buy. The Morning Crew, weekdays from 5:30 to 9. Classic rock, new rock, get it all. Rock 95.
Yeah, fortunately I'd love to listen to that song, but I can't or I'll get a copyright hit on this video. So that's the tour. That's the result. An excellent result, especially the Bluetooth. Bluetooth should work great in any console like this. Fantastic. So great. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'm on to other projects. And I'm getting something delivered today. This is being picked up today. Something else is being delivered today. So busy I will remain. And I've got company. Thanks again for watching.